If our ancestors have preserved those and enhanced that biodiversity, and we have inherited it, it becomes our duty and responsibility to take it forward. But besides this aspect of it, it is also a compulsion, because if we have to retain our food and nutrition base in the face of all kinds of changes which are happening, including climate change, then we have no option but to maintain our diversity, including our agrobiodiversity, which will always give us, food to eat and all the other means of sustenance that we have.
The message that I want to give is, see, looking at various disasters happening, climate disasters happening around the world, it is time that we look at agrobiodiversity in a more serious manner. Otherwise, we wouldn't have food to feed ourselves, say after 50 years from now. And the effect is more in countries like India, the developing countries, where the climate change has very adversely affected. So we need to really get together as a community, just as the ABC community. The community need not be international. Communities within the country, communities within the state, but work together for alleviating the impact of this climate change, and also to plan ourselves agrobiodiverse ways of cultivation and consumption, marketing for a better world.
So I find that it's the community itself, we are coming together as a force and acting together, and I am very hopeful that if such a community works together, then actually we achieve something. We certainly going to contribute in a big way, not locally but also regionally and globally, towards the conservation and sustainable use of agricultural biodiversity. So this is what I take home, and also now I know people, and I know the resources which I can use in the future. This is what is very important.
To the whole community, the message I have is that don't despair. Sometimes you might despair, what am I doing? And there's so many forces against what we're doing. Don't despair. There's so many other people doing the same, and we stand behind you. You're standing, we're strong.
Yeah, the message that I want to give to the whole community, I would have been very elaborate, but there are certain kinds of capacities that I take from this conference, and I want to give back to the conference as well. And there are probably 7 areas of capacities that one can speak of. One, the capacity to take action. I think it came out very clearly in the conference that now we need to move to another level of taking action of all the things that we've been talking about. Then the second issue is around innovation and creativity. When you're looking at, for instance, in terms of good practices and so on, you're looking at what is the ability of this community to be able to be innovative and creative in terms of sharing and so forth. Then the third level of capacity is probably the capacity to create alliances or networks. As we leave this conference, we are going to share with our colleagues back home and also in the region, but more importantly, how do we start to engage others to be part of this particular forum? It does not come through planning, it actually does come through the practical implementation of what we have agreed that we will be able to do, the knowledge that we are going to generate and we are going to share. That is something, a very important outcome.
Well, I think for the task that I was involved in, which is looking to develop a special issue for Farming Matters, I think that what we saw is there's a lot of people with really good experiences that show how agricultural biodiversity is resilient, how it can grow and so forth, and experiences that have qualities that could be applied in other places. But a lot of people don't write, and a lot of people don't see their experiences as that impressive. So I think all of you in the agricultural biodiversity community, if you take a little time to search within what you're already doing and share that, that can be an inspiration for others and can help, I think, the whole world in terms of making this happen and go farther.
And I appeal to all of us, you know, not to end our mission and objective and aims only in the meetings where we meet, because I know you've met in Tika, in Thailand, and now in India. So I pledge, you know, as an individual, that I'm taking home a very big task on my head to, you know, to spread out the message, to involve, to educate other civil society organizations and individuals about this wonderful community and the work it's doing. And I also appeal to all the members of the ABC to really go out. Let's not end here, but let's keep the togetherness. It's very, very important for all of us. It will help the small-scale producers, the small-scale agriculturalists, the small-scale pastoralists, the small-scale livestock keepers, you know, to inform the whole world, to inform everyone that we are the feeders of this nation. We are a very necessary group of people. We are necessary for the continuation, for sustainability, for protecting diversity. And I'm sure we contribute a lot to the MDGs, which the big, you know, industrialists are talking about. Thank you so much.
So, so communication is an integral part of this ABC, because that is the life of ABC as a network. We need to facilitate lots of communication. We need to open up channels so that people exchange information, exchange knowledge, their expertise, so that the purpose of this network, it gets realized.
I think in this meeting, in this conference, we have created products that enable people to join. And so we've created a kind of vehicles and a kind of platforms, possibilities to bring in their valuable knowledge, but also to help this whole community to help to develop something, well, new insights and new knowledge. So it's old knowledge that will find, existing knowledge that will find a space, and I think new insights we are creating, and so hopefully people will recognize it, will be interested in it, and will join.
I think this ABC community is coming vibrant, and it's really have so much rich experiences to really share it with others. We also look forward to other kind of experiences from other community, so that we get a kind of special niche, and it gives a clear value addition for agriculture biodiversity.